Hi students, myself Mofida Khatun, going to teach you the lesson 14, that is ecosystem, and today's topic is ecological succession. First we have to know about ecological succession. So question is that what is an ecological succession? So ecological succession is the gradual and sequential replacement of one community by the other in an area over a period of time. So it means that the occurrence of relatively definite, gradual and predictable sequence of communities over a long period of time in the same area, resulting in establishment of stable or climax community, is known as ecological or biotic succession. It is so because the species composition and physical structure of the biotic community are never stable but dynamic, changes more or less regularly over period and space. So they change in response to the changing environmental condition. Next, see here definition of pioneer community or pioneer species. The first community to inhabit an area is called pioneer community, while the last and stable community in an area is called climax community. And the intermediate communities between the pioneer and climax communities are called serial or transitional communities. And then the entire series of communities is called seri. See here the two pictures are given in your slide. These are the types of ecological succession. First one is the primary succession, which is the very slow process, and second one is the secondary succession, and this is the rapid process and speed process. And in this primary succession, life starts from bare rock where soil is absent, but in this secondary succession, soil is present from before. And here in this primary succession, bare life cannot exist from bare rock because here soil and water is absent. So by the process of weathering, rocks are broken down into small pieces, and then it becomes it forms soil, and then life starts, and finally it becomes to heavy forest. And here life starts from soil, and secondary succession is the areas that somehow lost all living organisms that existed there. And these are the areas, example like Amazon rainforest, which is burned with fire before someday, and now again life become existed. And now see the next topic, primary succession. This is a type of ecological succession that begins essentially on a blank state. A new habitat forms either from a volcanic eruption flow or from glacial retreat, where there is a new bare rock or glacial till the resulting exposed substrate contains no soil or vegetation. Once soil is met, new species called pioneer species move in. Over time, the landscape is altered by additional species that affect shade and other factors. This is the picture of primary succession, and here you have seen that exposed rocks, lichens and mosses, annual weeds, perennial weeds, grasses, shrubs, then young plant and young pine forest, then beech and maple broadleaf forest. So here in this picture shows that from the exposed rocks soil is formed, and then slowly it becomes an heavy forest. And how soil is formed? By the help of weathering, rocks are broken down into small pieces, and slowly it becomes to soil, and then from that soil leaves are small plants are grown, and finally it becomes the permanent heavy rainforest. And then see here Next, secondary succession, and it is an established community undergoes secondary succession due to a disturbance caused by natural disasters such as wildfires, tornadoes, tornadoes or hurricanes. Human influences such as foresting, farming, and development also lead to secondary succession. After the event, the community species are reestablished. And see, this is the picture of secondary succession. Secondary succession starts from previously built up substrata with already existing living matter. And next, succession of plants. Succession of plants is a directional, non-seasonal community changing the type of plant species that occupy a given area through time. It involves the processes of colonization, establishment, and extinction which act on the participating plant species. Next, based on the nature of habitat, succession of plants may be hydrarch or jerarch. In case of hydrarch succession takes place in wetter areas, and successional series progress from hydric to the mesic condition, whereas jerarch succession takes place in dry areas and series progress from xeric to mesic conditions. Next, primary succession in water. Primary succession in water is called as hydrarch, which will lead from hydric to mesic conditions. Phytoplanktons, autotrophic, are generally therefore to appear. The zooplankton feeding on phytoplankton also appear. Next stage is characterized the soft mud on the bottom having organic matter favoring the growth of rooted submerged plants. They are replaced by free floating hydrophytes, lemma, olphia, etc. Rapid growth of these plants build a bottom as that water becomes shallow on periphery. In the shallow water comes the reed swamp stage, example typha. They produce abundant organic matter. Next stages are seeds or marsh meadow stage, which transpire rapidly and build up soil on which the next stage trees can grow. Then in short, primary succession in water, the pioneers are the small phytoplanktons. They are replaced with time by free floating angiosperm, then by rooted hydrophytes, seeds, grasses, and finally the trees. The climate again would be a forest. With time, the water body is converted into land. Next, see here one picture of primary succession in water. So in number 1, these are the phytoplanktons and submerged plant stages, and where number 2 plants are replaced with phytoplanktons with time by free floating angiosperms, then by rooted hydrophyte seeds, grasses, then and finally the trees, and then climax again would be a forest in the last 6 number. And this is the primary succession in water, and this is the slow process. Next one question, that is explain the ecological succession on bedrock. Before this, we have to know about secondary succession in the water. In secondary succession, the species that invade depend on the condition of the soil, availability of water, the environment, as also the seeds or other propagules present. Since soil is already there, the rate of succession is much faster, and hence climax is also reached more quickly. what is important to understand is that succession, particularly primary succession, is very slow process, taking maybe thousands of years for the climax to be reached. Another important fact is to understand that all succession, whether taking place in water or on land, proceeds to a similar climax community, that is the mesic. Now come to the question, that is explain the ecological succession on bedrock. This is the important question, question of 3 marks. Succession on bedrock is called xerosphere. The lichens are the pioneer species and invade the bedrocks. They secrete acids which dissolve the rocks in the in the weathering and formation of soil. Mosses now in with the lichens to form a However, the substratum bryophytes or annual grasses succeed the lichens. They are able to hold a small amount of soil. Bigger trees appear in the later stage and are succeeded by other species until a climax community forms an equilibrium with the environment. It leads to the formation of forest ecosystem. Next, come to the importance of ecological succession. Ecological succession is important for the growth and development of an ecosystem. It initiates colonization of new areas and recognition of the areas that had been destroyed due to certain biotic and climatic factors. Thus, the organisms can adapt to the changes and learn to survive in a changing environment. So, if you have any doubt or any question, you can ask me through the SMS. First, you read the slides by giving concentration, and today this much only. Next topic will be nutrient cycling. Okay, and thank you so much. Have a nice day.